Two books, one cup, the podcast you won't believe. Where two books enter and one book leaves. One winner, one cup, one loser, one cup, or something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that.
Welcome to Two Books, One Cup, the show where we take two people that bring something that they think is really extraordinary, doesn't have to be a book, and the other person does the same, and they compete to decide who's got the best thing. This week, I'm your host, Glenn, and this week we've got beautiful Gertie.
Hi.
We've got gentle Elton.
Ah, gentle. Thank you very much. That's what my lovers all say.
And so they each have brought an item or a concept or a book or a movie or anything that they want that they think is the best thing, and they get to decide who's got the best thing at the end, and no one knows what anyone's best thing is. Gertie, do you want to say what your best thing is?
Yes.
I don't even know this myself.
I'm so excited.
All right.
My best thing is a Costco membership.
Oh, God. Damn.
You got a lot of arguments to make with that one.
I am prepared.
Are you prepared?
I'm prepared.
Gentle Elton.
Mine's
Are you
way
prepared to
better
tell us
than
what
any
your best thing
Costco
is?
membership you'll ever have.
Ooh.
Yes. Oh.
Let it rip. I want to hear it.
All right. It is Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut.
So I will be here to navigate the conversation and keep it on track. But basically, you get to spend the whole episode listening to what's better, a Costco membership or Slaughterhouse-Five. This is going to be tits.
I'm just telling you right now, I win. I'm just saying, out of the gate.
I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand back, but let's let Gertie
I have some
start.
Good counterpoints.
Let's let Gertie begin. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Begin. Let's start at the top level.
Yeah.
Costco membership.
Yeah.
What are some of the benefits of a Costco membership? And you can get down to the nitty-gritty after we go to Elton and ask why Slaughterhouse-Five is so good. Let's start top level.
When you have a Costco membership, you have access to the finest things in life for a reasonable price, often in bulk. You can get anything you want. You can get food. You can get household items.
Sweatshirts.
I've bought mattresses at Costco.
Coffins.
I've bought trips to Europe. Coffins.
They have coffins.
You can.
Can you get coffins?
Sure as
Yes.
shit, you can get a coffin.
Elton, you're not helping. You got to stop.
No.
Yeah.
That is one of my counterpoints. You'll see.
I am positive that you can get bulk horse porn through Costco.
Horse porn?
Horse porn.
Yeah, you know in Slaughterhouse-Five they have that picture that they pass around
I don't
of
remember
a woman
that.
copulating with a horse.
I've forgotten about that
Yeah,
completely.
yeah.
Wow, it's been a long time since I read that book.
Yeah.
Yes. See, you're practically selling it for me. So go ahead.
Okay, so that's a top level argument before we get into the nitty gritty with personal stories, things that bring tears to your eyes, that
Sure.
kind of thing. Elton, gentle Elton, why is Slaughterhouse-Five so good?
Slaughterhouse-Five is by far better than any Costco you ever dream of because it is overall almost
Substantiate.
perfect, and in its non-perfection, it is perfect. Just saying. It's got the sci-fi, it's got the war, it's got the anti-war messaging, it's got the I don't give a fuck anymore attitude that every teenager needs and every adult loses and can regain by reading Slaughterhouse-Five. You see?
Wow.
It's just cuts through all the social, I don't know, whatevers, and then ends up with, so it goes. So it goes.
Yeah,
like that
that's
is
true.
the
That's
bestest motto. You know, if you're at Costco and there's a huge fucking line, you can bitch, or you can be like, so it goes, because Slaughterhouse-Five wins. Or you can die there and get your coffin for cheap
And your flowers.
from all your stressing
My first wedding, I ordered the flowers from Costco.
Did
No,
you?
you would.
Why didn't you do that for our wedding?
I would. Well, let me counter this.
No.
Because
Try.
Slaughterhouse-Five, sure, maybe it raises a mirror to human misery. Costco seeks to eliminate human misery. Their return policy is tits.
Yes.
You can return anything you want without a tag, whether or not you've used it. People return their Christmas trees.
Should they ever sell Slaughterhouse-Five, you can also return that too. I'm just saying you can buy it there. Just they sell it. But whatever.
But that's because Costco's great. They sell great literature,
And they sell great
you can
things.
return it if you decide to be a
Right.
So,
Again, sell it for me. They sell great things like Slaughterhouse-Five,
Two.
which is better. Just saying.
Do they have Slaughterhouse? They don't have books. Oh, they do have
do have
books.
books.
Yeah, they might have
They
Slaughterhouse
absolutely
Five
Costco
at
has
some point.
everything.
sell books.
If they can get it in bulk, yeah.
Number two, they pay their workers a living wage.
Ah,
they
they're
have
fair.
great benefits, and they're closed on the holidays because their profits do not supersede the human experience.
Oh, that's a good point. They are very
care
ethical
about
Yeah.
limiting human misery. At Costco, you don't have to do heavy lifting. It's a warehouse. They have those huge carts. You can load up your cart and push it around.
Wait,
Makes
are you
life
really?
easy.
Do you really want to go there? Because
Yeah.
Slaughterhouse-Five is damn near weightless. It's a book. Come on now. What are you even lifting? You don't even need a
The
cart.
weight of human misery that sits atop your shoulders. No,
No, because
no.
it's all in
Cities
my head.
devastated.
It's all in my head,
Child
and it won't even fill a
child
coffin from
soldiers.
Costco. Just
child soldiers looking at pictures of women being banged by horses.
well,
Talk
okay,
about
look,
that.
not-
Let's make that a talking point.
the
A
banging
selling
important.
or negative point.
Wait, what?
Elton, explain the horse porn.
The horse porn is because it's wartime. It was pre-internet, and there was not a lot of entertainment around. And I'm sorry. Who amongst us would turn down some good horse porn in the face of boredom? I mean, come
I
on.
will-
No. Let me paint a fucking picture. So you're there. You're in there with your POW buddies who have been starving for weeks on end, and you run across a bit of horse porn. I guarantee there's going to be a fight for it, and two, disappointment when they figure out it's horse porn, and three, another fight to look at the horse porn everybody thinks is gross. So two
I'll
out
tell
of
you
three
from personal
times,
experience,
horse porn's going
I
to win
have
out.
seen it. I have seen horse porn because one of the first things one of my friends in college in the 90s sent me, Ari, sent me actual horse porn through the school's email system because it was so new back in the 90s. And I was sitting at the family computer with my mom next to me. I'm like, oh, Ari sent me an email. And she said, oh, how's he doing? Let's see what he sent. And then slowly this picture's loading line by line, and it's a woman getting fucked by a horse.
Wait, did you?
And I'll say,
Did
my
she
mom and I
pipe up
did
all of a
fight over
sudden
the
and was
mouse.
like, that's an old picture, and you're
I've seen that
They used to
before.
pass that around when I was a kid,
like, who hasn't seen that one, kid? Come on now,
right?
old hat at that stuff.
Yeah, she's born in the 40s. As she did point out, she's like, no, this picture was taken back in the 60s. The horse has got sideburns. So you can tell that this is an old photo.
Look at that bush.
Look at that bush.
She's like, I think that was in National Velvet. If I know my horses,
If I know my horses, and,
This
I
is
do.
this is a scene from National Velvet. You're not seeing anything new. So, yeah, we did fight over the mouse because she wanted to watch more. I was trying to close the browser window, but
yes, again, because horse porn is gross but great in the face of boredom. So I mean,
that's true.
yeah. So
So
keep selling
Costco
it.
sells hot dogs for $1.50, and they refuse to raise the price even though they continue to lose money on them.
That is true. That is very true. I would.
Ethical.
Yes. But I would say that in the face of cheap hot dogs, Slaughterhouse-Five would show you the reality of being human as a far more rewarding experience than a $1.50 hot dog you're going to shit out in less than 2 hours. I'm just saying.
Less than 2 you need
hours.
more fiber. My dude. They give out, you can always swing by the free sample section, get a piece of fiber one, right? And then have that
There we go.
along with your hot dog.
Look
so
at
it doesn't
that.
just ride
That
right
is
through
an
you like a water slide.
Excellent argument. You've taken his own personal ass problems and shown him that Costco can
Costco
help.
can fix it.
Yeah, again, Costco helps with
Or
all your material needs.
Stop by the pharmacy section.
Oh,
You're
yeah. There you
you're
go.
throwing my digestive problems in my face? Kind of,
Yes, exactly.
what kind of maniacal argumenter person are you?
One that's very passionate about gut health.
Well, I would say that given your $1.50 hot dogs and your, self-medicating fiber-free samples, I would say that Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse-Five also provides anti-war commentary. So, if anything, it's trying to push people towards peace. How much is that fiber and that $1.50 hot dog doing for that? Nothing. Because
Costco refused to roll back DEI.
Oh, helping society.
Helping society in the face of a current fascist regime. So
There we go.
I would say that is directly anti-war.
But Costco,
Anti-fascism, just like Slaughterhouse-Five.
Costco.
I'm not. No.
Costco.
See, that Costco's never been in a war. However,
Costco can't be in a war. It's a
hey,
it's a concept.
how unpatriotic are you? When we go to war, everyone is at war. Has all the wars taught you nothing about wars? It's just
There,
when your country goes to war, everyone's at war. It's all working for the. We're all going to be in plane factories. Is something I don't know. I saw a book once. Anyway,
no, there's victory gardens. There's giving up the rubber tires on your car. I understand everyone's
I'm gonna
Exactly.
have to give up my nylons.
Glenn gets
or
it.
maybe not.
See?
Because Costco.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
There is a point to be made that corporations in our capitalist America, I can't speak for other countries, are considered people, which is why their corporations, like Sweet Sweet Target, is allowed to send donations to political parties and people.
Yeah.
Which Target keeps doing anti-gay people all the time.
Yeah.
Like very Republican people that keep giving money to. So the fact that Costco has never been involved in a war, they're technically a person. Vietnam was probably around during
Technically
Costco.
a person, so they are at war as we are when any of our leaders go to war over some dumb money shit.
Okay. Here we go. All right. Okay.
Here we go. I think Kurt Vonnegut would have loved Costco.
Well, being
Oh, now this is an argument.
that he was a capitalist guy. I mean, he did open the first Saab dealership, but that's the thing. It also failed. Yeah, he
Is that real?
He did.
Is that real?
Yes, he opened the first Saab dealership in the United States. One of the first. I wouldn't say the first. One of the first Saab dealerships because he wanted to have a steady income. When I don't know, not writing, or maybe he didn't think he was Kurt Vonnegut enough, so he thought Saabs would cover the difference. I don't know, but he did open one of the first Saab dealerships, which, by the way, it failed. So maybe he would hate Costco because it would just be a constant reminder of his failings in business ship.
Oh.
I
I didn't know he opened. Was he on the floor selling Saabs?
don't know, but I was trying to imagine what he thought a car dealership did. Like he wanted to have it cover as a steady income to cover his shortfalls from writing or whatever. But I'm like, well, Kurt, you have to be
That's
there to sell the
lay-by on
cars.
money.
Like,
Yeah,
you have to be on the floor pushing them, man. You can't be like, I'll just leave the door open, leave the money on the counter. I'm gonna go right. Like, it doesn't work that way. So I don't.
It's unsteady income, yeah. And to think he could have taken seasonal work at a Costco. He would have had access to great benefits.
He
Good
would have
wage.
benefited from not worrying about material goods so he could focus on his writing and other things in his life he's maybe not happy about.
Not to mention the inspiration.
Oh, wait.
Continue.
Yes, I want to hear more about this inspiration at Costco.
So, something.
Do tell.
You know, war terrors, the Holocaust, whatever. Have
Oh,
you ever
wait.
been to a Costco during Christmas time?
Wait.
Oh boy, am I getting involved in this?
Oh boy. Oh boy. So are you equating Black Friday to the firebombing of Dresden and the Holocaust, lady?
Indirectly.
That was pretty direct, I'd say. But you know what? Okay. Let's pivot away from the misery comparing. and what you will never find at Costco, besides the fact that they to date, I would say Costco has given neither preference for peace or war. They're just like, buy stuff. So, okay, two, you will not find at any Costco any time traveling. Just saying,
Oh, here we go.
sink the 3-point shot or dunk, depending on your era of basketball. You're welcome.
He makes a good point. We got to get into the book because the book has time travel, forced sex. Am I thinking? No, Slaughterhouse-Five is where the aliens have grabbed him and a sexy lady, and they have to like be in the same ship. Or am I thinking of a different?
Yeah, they
book?
take him to the planet, and then they make him basically into like a zoo exhibit or whatever, and then they send him back, but they kind of break his physiology or whatever to where he just hops through time, his own lifetime, which is largely why he just doesn't give a shit anymore, which I think is fantastic. Which, I mean,
But
to
he
be fair,
also
I
is
feel the
paired
same
up in
way.
a zoo with a woman.
Yes, a hot woman.
A little difficult.
Well, and I will concede this. The woman doesn't care for him. And if you've seen Kurt Vonnegut, I get it. But still, who among us wouldn't like to be in an alien zoo banging a model or equivalent or whatever Kurt Vonnegut thought was hot? I mean, come on. See?
Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah.
See? Who wouldn't want that over fucking war atrocities, apparently the Holocaust that happens at Costco?
Well, you can certainly purchase very beautiful, luxurious vacations and travel, and perhaps chance upon a model who hates you, but may have sex with you because you're in proximity. So that's still an option through Costco. Maybe not as fantastical. But do you want to go to Italy and be scared for your life every time the driver that they've set up to pick you up and bring you places drives around a corner on a cliff?
Terrifying.
You can purchase that at Costco.
That's true. Okay, so just to interject real quick, we're looking at the book where this person is experiencing this moment and can't really escape it and is jumping around through time, but is not able to actually have a say in his experience. Whereas Costco, if you don't understand what's going on, you can go to the glasses store, get some readers. You can read the fine print on whatever bottle of laxatives or anything else that you want. Fiber. And then at the end of that, they give you an escape. You can literally have an escape hatch, which they will send a driver, usually in a BMW, over to the Costco to pick you up and take you to the airport because you paid for a package to take you to France.
Through Costco.
The protagonist of your book cannot escape his situation.
Oh, well,
I'll stand back and let you talk.
Wait, did you believe that was a point, sir? Because this guy bounces back and forth, whether he likes it or not, willy-nilly around the world, wherever he's gone. So he doesn't even need to call a car or get a Costco membership to do so. He's just like, see you in a second, France or wherever. And then there he is. Or he just wakes up and he's in Italy. And he's like, oh, it's fucking Italy again. Like,
I love that he's like, I'm getting out of this human zoo. See you, France, or wherever. Then like, back in Dresden with the firebombing again. God damn it. I didn't want this package.
he's like, this is the only part of Dresden I ever get to see.
Yeah, I just keep seeing this one over. It really sucks.
I would concede that it would equivocate the experience at any Costco and feeling that it never ends. You just keep going round and round and round.
That is true. And you stand in line forever. And it's up to you to package your own stuff, which you always feel like you're not doing fast enough.
Right. See?
You got to put them in those cardboard boxes. Those awkward cardboard boxes.
Well, no, what happens is they slap it all in the cart unless you've thought ahead and grabbed cardboard boxes, but they're usually on the outside of the checkout, and it's your responsibility to put them in the cardboard box. It's not theirs.
No, I know.
They are literally just ringing you up and making sure that you got whatever items.
And get the hell out.
Yeah.
But I always get stressed. I never feel like I'm doing it fast enough.
You know, I'm used to that because in New Jersey, no one bags your groceries for you unless you don't get many items.
But they pump your gas
if
for
it's-
you.
They do pump our gas.
That's the weird part. I know we get our groceries bagged out here in the Midwest, but we don't get our gas pumped for us. And it drove Gertie crazy.
It's weird.
It's not weird.
It is. It's a little
It's
creepy.
weird.
I don't like watching some person bag my stuff for me.
I don't like watching
it feels
some person.
really strange, especially if it's a big shopping run. I feel uncomfortable. I want to do it myself.
If there's if I pull up to the gas station and then some man comes out, puts the thing in the thing to get the gas and the things, and then just looks at you through your window for a while.
Sometimes they'll chat with you if it's a late day.
Yeah, that's weird.
And they're really nice.
I'm sure they're really nice, but what if you're not in the mood?
I've had some great interactions with gas pump guys.
You know what? I'm sitting here arguing about the benefits of bagging groceries because you don't have to talk to the grocery baggers. But I'm going to let this go because now I'm arguing with
you
you.
have to talk to the grocery baggers. It would be rude not to.
Really.
Yeah,
you don't
just
want
not
to.
acknowledge them.
But now we're not arguing about the book
Look,
versus
if-
Costco
okay,
right now.
first,
now I'm just
if
arguing
you're-
at you about it.
If you're out there talking to the gas pumping guys, it's because you like the smell of gas. It's not because you like the conversation.
Everyone likes the smell of gas.
Yes. I've always said that if they made brownies smell like gas, I'd be the fattest guy on earth.
Eat them.
I never stop eating brownies. Like, they start making brownies with stuff that you need because you're not eating anything else. So there's like chicken chunks in there and stuff. But it smells like gas, so I'll put it in my mouth.
Now we'll get
It
there
does
sooner
smell
enough.
delicious. Yeah.
We'll get to
And
we'll get
there's
to compost brownies soon enough. Give it a couple years.
Compost
soylent brownies.
Yeah, exactly.
that smell like gasoline.
Well, I feel like I need to spice up the argument a little bit
Oh.
as the third person. I'm thinking take your Costco argument and take your Slaughterhouse-Five argument and compare it against...
If you say Jesus, I don't know what I'm gonna
No, I'm not going in that direction. I'm going to find something abstract, and you have to make an argument about why yours supports it. So I want to say eggs real bad, but I that's too easy for Costco.
Yeah, that immediately goes to Costco.
Because you got eggs at Costco. The book doesn't have eggs, or doesn't do anything to support
Well,
the
you're
concept
gonna, okay,
of eggs in the book.
You're going to be hard pressed to find anything that's not available at Costco to throw this up against.
True.
Right.
True.
That's the point of my argument.
Let's say
If you're the point of
public
your,
schools.
what is that?
How does your book support the concept of public schools, and how does Costco support the concept of public schools?
Oh,
Go on.
really?
I don't know. I'm just picking a thing.
Okay. Well,
You can't get mad. Don't get mad at me. I can do what I want.
I'm happy to let Gertie lose first.
Oh, the public schools segment. Now she's
Costco.
getting the phone out. She's getting the phone out. She's going to start looking up the history of
How does
Costco with public schools again.
Costco help young people decide that education is best when they can be like, what is their messaging? You could end up here, child, in these aisles, in this concrete floor to suffer for years on end. And they're like, oh God, give me a book. I'll memorize math, all of it. Let me go.
You ready?
Oh,
Yeah.
God. here we go.
Costco supports public schools through various initiatives like employee volunteering, the backpack program, and charitable donations focused on children, education, and health, with focus on areas where employees and members live and work.
Oh, boy. What has your book got? That you're just in public schools, that kids are forced to read it?
Oh no.
I'm clearly...
Kids don't read in school.
But also, yes.
Yeah. I'm clearly taking Gertie's side only because I live with her. So don't take this personally.
That's why I didn't want you to be the.
I'm not trying to be a judge. I'm facilitating conversation.
Look,
Not like
man.
I'm actually going to hold it against you.
Yeah, well,
I
we'll
get
find out.
I
Find out.
understand.
Maybe
turn
I'll
off the-
spank you later. I
Yeah,
don't know.
you always turn off the water heater all the time. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, especially while you're in the
Yeah.
you're in the shower.
Trying to run a bath and it's
I'm
ice
flushing the
cold.
toilet repeatedly.
That's the reason why I'm taking your side. No offense to you and your book.
My wife's gonna make my life a living hell. I
keeps-
gotta say, Costco.
She keeps taking a dump in the toilet, not flushing it. Boy, is that a surprise when I wake up in the morning.
She stopped rinsing her toothpaste out of the sink. She's leaving her turds in the bowl. She uses all the hot water.
She puts
Elton, please. Elton, please. I'm living in hell over here.
I know. Let me move out to where you live. She keeps taking the Apple TV remote, dropping it in the toilet. I'm like, well, do I take a shit? What do? I got to hold it in until I can fish that thing out.
I got to fish it out. I got to reach in there. I got to fish it out.
Wait, sorry. So anyways, your book and public schools.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Kurt Vonnegut was a big advocate for libraries. He thought you could learn about the entire world with libraries and where libraries had a lot in schools. That's one thing. He loved libraries and would always talk them up and be like, they are so great. He would advocate for them. He'd raise money for them. And he would tell children they need to read all the time lest they end up at a fucking Costco.
I do like where you were going earlier with, like, if you don't finish school, you're just going to live here in the aisles of Costco.
Do you want to help these cretins find coffins and wine chillers?
Cretins! There's nothing wrong with blue-collar work.
She just had her arm up a second ago. She had a big point she was about to make.
No. I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
My thunder. My thunder.
Your thunder.
I feel like a store manager at a Costco should absolutely be able to support their family on that wage. Mm-hmm. So I don't think there's anything inherently disappointing or upsetting. I know my boomer parents feel differently, that the worst thing you could possibly do is end up stuck in retail, making no money. But you can't really make money anywhere anymore as a normal person.
As
So
Kurt
the fact
Vonnegut
that
has taught with a
Costco-
Saab dealership, just saying.
Yeah. I don't know why he would choose a car dealership. They are pretty infamously hard to make money at.
I don't know why he
That's
chose
why
Saab.
You have to get a team of people that'll work for
European.
commission and stuff. Like, it's
Yeah.
a lot of your free time trying to, like, psychologically damage these people to work for free.
To be fair, Glenn,
So-
to be fair, if you were to run into Kurt Vonnegut while you were doing your time at high school at Costco, selling things to people, and Kurt Vonnegut walked up and was like, "Hi, I'm Kurt Vonnegut." First, you'd be like, "Holy shit, you're Kurt Vonnegut?" He'd be like, "Yes, I am. Would you want to come and work at my Saab dealership while I write?" Would you?
The man asking you to
Would
do that.
you?
Yeah, Kurt Vonnegut, sorry, Gertie just showed me a picture of it. I already know what he looks
He's
like. But
kind of cute.
he's kind of cute, but he looks like a little Muppet.
Yes, he looks
Kinda.
like a little troll
He
guy
looks
that
like
you'd
my
see under a
grandpa.
bridge.
And I've never heard him speak, but I would imagine he'd say, "Hey, I guess you never finished elementary school, huh? Want to work at my Saab dealership?"
Oh, you got to watch a Kurt Vonnegut video on YouTube. They are what you think Mark Twain sounds like. Just
Oh, really?
oh yeah.
Oh, he's got a
And
little
just-
southern accent and stuff?
Just
He's
no.
from Indianapolis.
Just grumbly, mumbling, not giving a shit. Like he barely acknowledges he's speaking to people from a stage. And he's just, and he's like, he's Kurt Vonnegut. He wrote The Cat's Cradle and stuff. And he just walks up there. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm Kurt Vonnegut. Let me tell you how to write a story." And
Tiny bit autistic, I think.
Yeah.
Have you
Oh.
ever read his short story, Adam? Mm-hmm. Severely autistic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at
great,
you two.
Great story.
You
He
two
was
bonding
advoc-
over Kurt Vonnegut.
Yeah.
That's a strike against Gertie.
I
Now
can
the
concede.
points.
Unfortunately, I still win.
Oh, you think you still win?
I think I still win.
All right, I think this is the midpoint of the show where we stop for a moment, gather our resources. I noticed Gertie's been on the phone trying to get up arguments for the benefits of Costco. You can do the same. And this is our commercial break. Keep listening to iHeartRadio.
Stay tuned in to Z100.
Rock
Do you have Z100 out
105.
there, Elton?
What's that?
Do you have Z100 out there in Pennsylvania?
Z100? No, I think they have Froggy 10 something. It's always 10 something. Number.
Yeah.
No, I got. Oh, and we got. Is it Z? Oh shit, I don't know. It's something.
C100. It's big, New York, New Jersey. So I was just wondering.
I'm sure it's got to be.
I
over
miss
there.
it. I think about it all the time. I'll reference it, and it's like, or Glenn's like, I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna have to bleep that.
Oh,
out.
you gotta do the clicker. You should
Are
do
we
the
not
clicker
cutting
thing.
this?
Yeah.
I figured we were just
Okay.
yakking.
Don't say my goddamn name.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing the.
They're gonna.
Oh God. And we're back.
They're gonna find them.
For the listeners, Elton had a really great tip, which is when you're sound editing, you should get a clicker because it makes really sharp spikes. And I was like, I've never thought of that before. I just clap like an idiot, like a dolphin, just sitting there clapping. So now I just love the clicker, constantly using it. But anyways, we're going to take a little break and enjoy this Kid Rock song. Can we play Kid Rock or are we going to get sued?
No, we're gonna get sued.
Okay, fine.
It's right. He has zero money, and the
Oh, that's true. And he's constantly
Yeah.
over at the White House with Trump.
just sniffing around for scraps.
Exactly.
Absolutely not. We're not touching that. I can do an a cappella version of "Ba with the Ba."
Can you? Okay, Elton, are you ready? The only reason why I'm doing this is because I got to pee. So
Oh, just pause it then.
we'll be right back.
With the whole wide world at its wit's end, why not listen to a comedy podcast hosted by a nitwit talking about books? It couldn't possibly be worse than watching the world burn up and drown at the same time. Well, probably not worse than that. It's certainly not worse than watching your paycheck burn while you drown in ever-rising prices, right? Or better still, it can't possibly be worse than watching world governments burn down the very institutions, infrastructure, and safety nets. Okay, yep, right, I see where this is headed. Let me skip ahead a little. Yada, yada, More burning, got it, more drowning, More drowning, goodness, even more drowning. Oh my. Something about sick chickens, that's concerning. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, instead of all that, go and listen to Elton Reads a Book a Week. It's available wherever you get podcasts from, or listen to them, or however you do it. It's very, very funny, informative, and will almost certainly not burn or drown anything, as far as I know. Cross my heart.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed whatever we played in the section in the middle there. Now we're going to do closing arguments.
Oh, before that, do you want to describe the item that we're fighting for?
Oh, my Lord. So, the 2 books, 1 cup, it doesn't have to be 2 books, it could be anything as you've learned in this episode, is fighting for the 1 Champions Cup. And that cup has a beautiful... Well, Elton, currently you hold the cup because you've crafted it so far. Can you describe the cup?
Well, to be just it's been fought over by kings, slaves, and world leaders for millennia, but not written down, obviously, because that
Weird.
would be. It's never been written down because when you tell people what it is, they know you have it, and then they come for it. So
They come for it.
so then you're like, great, now I got to defend this fucking thing. No more writing where the cup is, people. And so then they did.
I like that the world's wealthiest people know of the cup. Like Elton
That's the only thing they
is
have. Look.
holding onto this cup while Elon Musk is like, I need to get my hands on
And
that
the
cup.
Elton is going to hear
Okay,
this, and then tomorrow morning go bursting into a room.
Look,
We found it.
Glenn, I've explained this to you many times. Look, for the longest time, they were like, how do we decide who wins the cup? And then back in the day when it was made, it was gladiatorial things, and they were fighting over it that way. And then it was whatever king owned whatever gladiator, and then that's how they won it. And then it passed on, and they're like, well, that's not good enough. I mean, these are just guys beating each other up for our sake. What are we going to do personally to win this cup? And then they were like, let's make money. And then they've just been doing that ever since. And fucking Elon Musk won that. And then the cup got stolen.
No.
And that's how it's in my cage. So now money's not even good enough anymore. So that's
Wow.
that's how we're doing
Now
it.
it's this concept.
That's why we have to do this. So
I do remember reading about in like 1785, there was the wealthy slap fights for the cup.
yes.
A bunch of dandy men slapping each other with little gloves.
They'd get real wet first.
They get those gloves real wet. Oh, they get their whole bodies wet?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, all this is well documented, Glenn. You seem not well informed.
Well, I thought you said it wasn't documented. This cup is off the books. This is just for people in the know.
The wet slap fighting is well documented.
Oh, yeah.
What they were wet slap fighting for was not.
I remember... Well, they never told us in 5th grade when I learned about the wet slap fights, the wealthy elite wet slap fights. I remember hearing about that. I'm like, that's weird. Wealthy people really love getting wet, don't they?
Fun
but,
fact.
I didn't know it was for the cup.
Listen, fun fact. If you get into the rabbit hole of wet, technically sopping wet slap fighting. All right, when you get into the history of that, you will learn that the modern rules for pugilism started there because they were like, guys, why slap fight? It hurts our hands. Let's put some pillows on them. And this can last longer.
So it's wet pillow slap fights?
Yeah, thanks to the cup. You're welcome. Just saying.
I heard that like the slap fight, the wet slap fight thing, it was a sport back in the day, like what kind of clothes you wore to retain the water and that kind of thing. But then once hoses and like hard water through pipes was developed, then it's like anyone could be wet all the time because you're just getting hosed down while you're slapping. So they just kind of got that out of there. And then, the fight for the cup just kind of like became, it just kind of disappeared into the ether a little bit. I don't know how people were obtaining the cup, but thank God you've got it now.
Yeah.
And we're doing it with this.
Right. Which, if by some miracle Gertie wins, I will ship it overnight to her, and she can stare at it like I do all the time, like winners do. Just saying, like winners. Okay, but let me describe. I'm just going to tease. It's just going to be a tease.
Oh, you're going to tease the cup a little bit.
Right on the base. The base, made from the wood. What people believe was the tree that was knocked down for Christ's crucifix to be made. Well, okay, to be fair, no one is sure. The only written documentation says it was near that tree. So whether it was or was near it, we're not sure. But carved into that bit on the base is an angry little line from one Julius Caesar that says, "Fine, keep your fucking cup. I didn't like it anyway." Just so you know.
Is that when he had to hand it back? He scrawled that in on the base real quick and then handed it over to the victor?
It's very well documented in some fucking, I don't know, the Odyssey or whatever was written back then. It's in one of the lost books.
Before Caesar.
It's in one of the lost books of the complete history of Roman history. If you ever find it, by the way, it's the Holy Grail of history books. It's like 10 volumes. The first
oh Lord,
8 volumes have never been found. It's in one of those that have never been found, obviously.
I love that Julius Caesar scrolled, "Fine, take the fucking thing." Like he's just mad. Oh, you won? Fine. Fuck you, Stephen, on the base. So,
the sour grapes proverb, the Greek.
Go on.
The fox that's jumping for the grapes and he can't reach them, so he says they're probably spoiled grapes anyway.
Is that where that comes from?
Yeah.
The cup.
Oh my God, I never knew that.
Yeah.
When I was
Greek.
When I was in like 4th grade,
Yeah.
I hung out with this kid that was real weird. His sense of humor was really abstract and really strange. His name was John. I will not say his last name in case anyone looks him up and starts trying to get him to tell jokes, because who knows if he's funny anymore. I haven't talked to him since 4th grade.
Are they just going to run him down in the street and
Maybe
make him tell jokes
because
they hear you say offhand?
Exactly.
With your pseudonym, your pen name?
If they hear his name on this podcast, they might think he has the cup. So maybe you're saving his life.
They might think he has the cup. That's true.
That's true.
But his thing was...
We're putting all of our lives in danger right now.
He used to do this thing where if a teacher... If a teacher in
lay
class...
eyes upon the cup.
If the teacher in class got fussy, like got annoyed at all the students and get mad, because it was like the 80s, and they get mad, then he'd go, in the back of the room, you just hear him go, sour grapes. Like that, which I thought was so funny for real. And the teacher would start laughing because it was such a weird... totally. Yeah. And so then I made friends with him because he was so fucking weird and hilarious. And so then we'd do it to each other all the time. Like my pencil would break and he'd go, sour grapes. Like that.
That's one of those
And I
kids.
never knew where that came from. I just thought it came from John Bleep.
Oh, no.
People would chase him down, say sour grapes.
Off on purpose.
Yeah.
There's probably a teacher still alive. If I ever find that sour grapes kid, I'm going to kill him.
I'm gonna kill him.
Then they listen to this podcast.
In class, you would piss him off on purpose and be like, "You're getting it today, kid, because I want to hear the line."
Yeah.
Exactly. Say it. Say the goddamn line.
Like, go sit in the back of the class. What do you got?
Right.
What do you got?
I'm gonna shit in your lunchbox.
Yep. Okay, closing arguments. This is where you guys get vicious. You got to fight. This is the last fight. This is two gladiatorial enemies. You're really fucking with that cord.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
Yeah, you're having a great time. Two people. This is the last thing. This is where the judge, that's me, gives the thumbs up or thumbs down if the person that looks like they're losing gets their throat slit.
Well, to be fair, according to the little etching right below Julius Caesar's line, the thumb is sideways. Just so you know.
Oh.
Yeah. That was the
I guess
fuck
I
you.
Right in the middle, we have to push it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
One way or
The
another.
thumb is sideways.
Let's do it.
You know what we should do? Whoever wins this cup should add a brass thumb that you spin like a dial and see where it goes. If it's up, down, or sideways. Okay, let's let Elton begin. Why is your book better than Costco?
Why is Slaughterhouse-Five better than Costco?
Well, this monumental
time.
literary
Take your time.
achievement. What?
Take your time.
I had a whole screed. You broke my
Yeah,
rhythm.
he was right.
Oh, I just cut you off.
Oh,
Okay,
my
I'm
God.
sorry. Go ahead. All right, I'll stop.
Much like a heckler, I got to figure out where I was.
This feels like sabotage. There's too much bias here.
Is this because
It's
of the
like
bathwater? Is that why you did it?
It's the bathwater. I'm doing this on purpose because I just want to be able to take a bath.
I
For Christ's
pissed in
sake.
his shoes.
Yeah, she keeps pissing in my shoes. She has a strong stream. No, it's kind of like the I Think You Should Leave skit where it's the guy who's like, I don't say a word. And he like does miming and performs. But all the people have a great time sitting in the audience going, what is that? What are you doing? I don't know what that is. And he's like, shh, don't, shut up.
Make him talk.
They try to make him
Money.
talk.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing to you. Okay, so, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, wait, before we go on here, a little quick sidebar. Back in the day, when I was in the Air Force, we took a trip back to L.A., and in L.A., right out in front of Mann's Chinese Theater, was a mime. And,
Harassed the shit out of him.
and we, three people that were just 20-something and pissed off at the world, we were like, how do we anger this mime without being obvious about it? And so,
Without being obvious.
so we were eating these pulled pork sandwiches that they sold. Anyway, but we were eating that, and we were like, And there was a genius move made, and it went something like this: Mime was doing his mime things to people, and he had a hat out, and people were like giving him money. And my very tall friend Brian, who had red hair and looked like a freaky, I don't know, I want to say Frankenstein, but that's offensive, but that's what he looked like. So he came up with this, and I suggest anyone use it should they ever want to piss off a mime, because it works very well. Okay. So the mime's going at it, doing his mime things. He's pulling this rope. And Brian, we've all agreed to defer. So we're like, go ahead. And so we sit there looking, and out of nowhere, he's like, hey, are you a mime?
That's genius.
So
And-
simple and
That's
so
so
stupid.
I can't tell if you're doing something for real or are you a
Yeah.
mime.
The trick
Is there
is,
a rope there, or are you a mime?
the trick is to play it plain-faced, as if you're
Yeah.
a serious inquiry. And whoever you're with also has to play along, so you got to be like, are you?
Are you pulling something?
Yes.
Where's the thing that you're pulling?
Yeah, what is that?
What is that?
And then you just repeat until the mime.
Till the mime is screaming.
Every once in a while, you sprinkle in a little bit of no, really, in there, and it really
Dude,
drives it home.
seriously, are you a mime? Just saying that.
Just, no, really, are you a mime? Are you a mime, though? Are you a mime? And
I
just,
love that so much.
oh my god!
That's genius. You just like let him do his thing for a while and then just
Yeah.
go,
Do you want?
dude, seriously, are you a mime or? They just
What
be
is
quiet.
that?
Yeah,
What are you doing?
just be quiet for a while and let him keep doing it.
Do you want to know how it ended?
How
Yeah.
did it end?
Did the mime beat the shit out of you guys?
No, he kept looking at us very annoyed. And we were like, it was so hard not to break. We were just like, oh,
Yeah.
God. He looked at us like genuinely, like the white powdered face, like the mask slipped. And he looked at us, and he was just like, oh, my God. Like, you could see it in his eyes. And
Yeah.
then he did the cartoon Huffy thing where he puts his hands on his hips.
Yeah.
And
Like,
then
I think you should leave.
And then he grabs his hat, puts it under his arm, and walks down the sidewalk and puts it down again and starts going out.
Oh, he moved away
He
from
moved
you.
away from you. Oh, my God.
What self-control?
Oh, but the
What?
war kept on because we kept looking at him and we didn't break. We were just like,
Yeah.
he just didn't even answer. Like the guy left,
Yeah.
he didn't even answer. Like, yes.
Yeah.
So it was a war of wills, but that's how it ended. We were just like, oh, fuck this.
I
And we
love
left, yeah.
I love that he moves down the street and then you guys just stay where you were.
Yeah.
And, just
Stayed where
go,
we were.
Continuing to watch.
and you're just like, are you a mime?
Are you a mime?
That's an amazing story. I love that you're just like straight faced. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
tell. Do you think, dude, are you a mime?
It's a lot of it's participation theater. It's live performing. It's I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh, God, that's amazing. That's fucking hilarious. I'm like crying. My eyes are watering.
All right.
That was a good story.
So Kurt Vonnegut.
All right, back to this is it. It's the final hands against throat moment.
Okay.
Oh, Christ. She's opening a White Claw. It's a hands against throat moment.
Okay.
Elton, how is your book, hands down, undeniably, ever going to be better than... Stop licking the microphone.
I got White Claw on it.
Okay. Going to be better than the concept of Costco.
Okay. Just so you know, you've already lost. Okay. You just don't know it yet. You haven't. The body hasn't fallen yet. It's just you're just kind of just standing there, kind of thinking you're alive, and whatever. You get it. It's like a ninja thing. Whatever.
Oh, when your katana goes through me and I don't realize I'm dead until my torso
Slides
off of my hips.
diagonally down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It seems you've been in this situation before.
I've seen enough anime and sci-fi horror. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Get wet. Let's all get wet. We're getting wet right now. We're going to have a slap fight. Let's do it.
A wet slap.
A wet slap fight.
Just like they did in the 50s. I want that cup.
In the 50s, it was 1780.
This is 1780s.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
It's
go
a very
ahead.
famous Washington Hamilton slap fight. It's pretty epic.
Wet me, boy.
It was in
Like
the
his handlers had
musical.
to wet him.
Moisturize me.
Get me wet, boy. Like this little kid comes up with a big bucket and
He
splashes
just
him.
hits him in the face with it.
Exactly.
It's like sewer water.
He just smiles with his blackened
No,
teeth.
the potable water. Not the latrine water. Sorry.
Water from the streams. It's like, you're wet. I don't know, you're wet. You got what you want.
Doesn't
You're
matter
wet.
what you're wet with.
Are you wet? Are you wet right now? Yeah, I'm wet.
Anyway,
Okay, then
I
you're
wanna
wet.
hear while
Okay,
while
like,
Elton's
we interrupt
beating
you.
me.
Are you a mime? Okay, Elton, go!
Okay. Slaughterhouse-Five is a cultural touch. Well, I wouldn't say cultural touchstone, but it's a cultural thing that's pretty fucking amazing. As it's a seminal anti-war novel that blends science fiction, autobiography, and dark humor, which we need in these times and have always needed through all the times. It follows Billy Pilgrim. He's the World War II soldier who gets, quote, unstuck in time. And he experiences moments in his life non-linearly, as we all kind of wish we did. Because who wouldn't want to live forever, but also be bored by your own life? Maybe not that, but whatever. Still.
You're arguing against yourself.
There's sci-fi. There's the anti-war message, which anti-war is peace. So who wouldn't want to hear a little peace message about, hey, maybe stop all the wars, people? Who wouldn't want to hear that? Who wouldn't want to hear that couched in a sci-fi novel that's also about World War II? World War II, by the way, one of the most popular wars ever. So you know. And then you fold into that the fact that it actually happened to the author. Well, except the time travel shit, obviously. But the fire Vonnegut Dresden, all the World War II POW shit that actually happened to Kurt Vonnegut. So you're hearing partial autobiography, sci-fi, war novel, anti-war novel, peace novel, and it's written in the most extraordinary manner that has changed how people write, even today with Breaking Bad and any non-linear storytelling. Pulp Fiction, anyone? You're fucking welcome. So, yeah.
Wow, that is a bold argument.
So you're arguing that it has directly inspired
culture.
Any following works?
I would say it's been alluded to, and it's been in many movies where people just want to meet Kurt Vonnegut, and they fantasize about it, so they put it in movies. So that's neither here nor there. Still, they name drop him like the proverbial motherfucker, and then, and this being one of his most important books, it shows the versatility of the man and the versatility of writing as an art form in general. So
that is a great point. This is a person that's influenced the art of writing for a generation afterwards.
Yes.
Has Costco influenced... Let me pose this real quick before you get into your argument. Do you believe that Costco has influenced how capitalism is done by other companies? It doesn't seem so. They seem at their own
but
island.
that is their strength.
Okay. I'm going to back off now.
Wait, my closing point here is that...
Closing point.
The most important message, I believe, of Slaughterhouse-Five is emphasizing like how young men, who are essentially children, were sent to fight in wars they barely understand. And it critiques this through the main characters. So the point stays throughout the novel, rather than just being tossed out there willy-nilly, being like shaking their finger, don't do wars, guy. It keeps reminding you.
Don't do wars.
Don't do all the warring. You don't like it.
No
one
one
likes it.
Don't do the wars.
You are a mime. Gertie's looking stuff up on their phone.
It tells you about the timeless consequences of unchecked... oh, my God! Militarism! There's the word I was thinking.
I love when you do that on your podcast, where you can't say a word and you go, fuck, like really loud.
You just heard it live. I was like, militarism. That's what I meant.
I just hear you punch drywall like a college kid. Ah, fuck!
Which, given Gertie's illusion of fascism, is a pretty relevant message today. Unchecked militarism. So, Costco shit.
Hold on now.
Yeah.
Let him complete his argument. When you're done,
continue,
when you're done, use your clicker.
Okay. So, given that it's a message of peace and the consequences of unchecked militarism makes it even more relevant today, and it wraps it all up in a really neat sci-fi package that's great for kids and idiot adults like myself. So, there you fucking Costco that.
Oh, he clicked it. He clicked it.
Drop.
Mic drop. Okay.
I was not looking up points.
Nah.
I was looking at the picture that my ex-manager sent me of her feet and the subsequent screenshot of her husband's feet.
I feel like I'm losing now.
That was weird. I did
Costco.
see a foot on your phone, but I thought you were looking up Costco feet remedies or something to
Foot
help you.
remedies. Costco anti-fungus.
Antifungal remedies.
Anti-fungus. Kirkland brands, which I'm sure they have. My argument really, truly has nothing to do with anti-militarism or horse picks.
That's unfortunate.
Or the fact that we continue to send children to war up until this current day, despite...
Don't look good for
what
you,
was
then.
it? Was it 69?
What?
That Slaughterhouse-Five came out in.
When did it come out?
Oh, fuck, I don't
In
know.
the 60s? I think it was probably the
Catch
60s.
It was
22
during the
early
Vietnam War.
60s.
It was a critique of the Vietnam War.
Yeah, exactly. I think that, given that the average person doesn't fucking know how to read, they're going to benefit more from Costco. And
Oh, it was
that's
written.
not to disparage.
It was written in
That's not to
'69. I'm sorry.
disparage. Yeah. So that's not to disparage Slaughterhouse-Five. I love Slaughterhouse-Five. I have a copy upstairs.
Oh,
Love that book. I
Look
love
at you
Kurt
two
Vonnegut.
finding common ground.
I've
This is
alluded-
beautiful to watch.
It is. Because I can acknowledge. The
that you
problem
lost?
is...
Yes, you can.
The problem is the culture you're alluding to is long gone. No one fucking knows how to read. No one knows how to critically think. You know what they do understand? They understand fucking hot dogs, okay?
Oh,
you want a
they
hot dog?
understand
You
hot
come and get
dogs.
this $1.50 hot dog.
You want a big slice of pizza?
Give me that clicker.
You want a big slice of pizza?
You want a big pizza? You want a pizza to take home? You want a tray of chicken Alfredo? You just stick it in the oven for 45 minutes. You got dinner good to go for $17. $17 for a dinner for 4. In these days?
In this economy?
Kurt Vonnegut, what are you doing for us, huh?
Oh, that's true.
Okay. Anyway,
Expanding minds.
they within the jail cell that is capitalism, I think Costco tries.
Oh.
Plus, their products are good. We're all living in a hellish dystopian landscape
Wow.
that maybe Kurt Vonnegut identified. He can't do anything about it. No one can until we die. But you know what? If you want to escape it a little bit, you go to Costco.
Okay. Now, as the self-appointed, not really a judge. I'm not deciding who wins, but I have to say something. I'm the third person here. I gotta say something.
Sure.
The prison analogy or jail analogy, great analogy. So now I can put this book and Costco in the situation of who would those people be if I went to prison? I go to prison. There's Costco. Nice guy Costco. You want cigarettes? No, you don't have to put your hand in my back pocket. You're not my bitch. I don't own you. It's fine. I'm not going to have sex with you. You can just have a pack of cigarettes. It's fine because I like you. I'm Costco. And I'm like, thank you, Costco. And like, hey, stay away from that guy over there. That one's racist. And then just, make sure at the cafeteria, keep your head down, eat your food. I'll give you a hot dog. That's Costco at the prison. Nice guy Costco.
Wait.
Then there's Kurt Vonnegut.
Why is he in prison?
Wait, you think that prisoners walk around with hot dogs?
Just loose hot dogs in their
Loose hot
pockets?
dogs.
I got these Oscar Mayer at commissary. I'm going to give you one if you're a good boy.
No, that's the
you
thing.
don't got to jerk me off.
It's
But
every prisoner
Yeah,
has sex.
that's the thing.
That's the currency in prison
Yeah.
is Costco hot dogs.
But that's the thing is, once you've eaten the hot dog, then they're like, I'm going to call on you. I'm not going to tell you when. I'm going
Is
to need
Costco going to call on me? Or is Costco going to be like, here, take this
you.
hot
If you're
dog, just
talking
have a
about
good
prison,
No.
everything is transactional.
night? But
Yeah,
let's say
and in
say
Costco, everything's
isn't
transactional too.
Well, yeah, because it's a fucking business, Ellen.
Oh, here we go. So Costco's like, you can have this foot-long hot dog. You can have this pizza for free. No, you don't have to walk around with your hand in my back pocket. You're not my bitch, but you do got to jerk me off at some point.
Yeah, that's Costco for you.
Have you ever seen the show Baskets?
Yes.
Oh, we've watched Basket. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They love Costco. You know why?
Because it's
You know why?
baskets.
Yeah, it's Baskets. The show just picked a theme and ran with it.
It's an excellent story.
It's Zach Galifianakis. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
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 I love Louis Anderson as
Louis
Zach
Anderson.
Galifianakis' mom. Drinks, I forget what water, and goes,
It's the seltzer. It's the Kirkland brand.
it's the Kirkland
crazy
bit.
seltzer.
And then drinks it and goes, that's bold for a water. So if Costco is the nice guy that just needs you to jerk him off a little bit once in a while, because it's transactional.
Wait. You just said they didn't have to jerk Costco off. Why?
Well, I was thinking a prison scenario where you meet a personality.
Who has hot
You got
dogs?
one that gives. Yeah, like hot dogs. I can hook you up with a hot dog.
Cheap
at
hot
the
dog.
thing. No, don't worry. You're not going to be my bitch or anything. It's fine.
Yeah.
You want some cigarettes? I'll give you some cigarettes. You want you got a hard eyesight? I can get you some glasses.
That's a
that
good
kind
point.
of thing. Yeah, there's that. And then
Aids, prescriptions.
okay, fine. Yeah, there you go. Taking care of
Tires.
you. But you
Coffins.
yourself.
Tires.
You yourself
Coffins.
said that
Vacations.
you said that Costco is
Household
transactional.
appliances.
So
It's a business.
you made a good point. So in this prison scenario, Costco would give you so much and be like,
You have to pay for Slaughterhouse-Five.
That's
Unless
the
you
thing.
go to a library. Good luck finding a fucking library.
so in your scenario, Costco is going to want something from you as they give you a lot of great stuff. Which
Yes,
means
but
you got to jerk Costco
The
off
membership
out on the.
pays for itself.
Which means the jerking him off, you just get a lot of access to stuff. So you kind of shot yourself in the foot there when you actually said that they're transactional. They're going to look for some sort of sexual activity or something. I don't know.
Sexual activity.
Skeins of thread? I don't know what Costco wants. Costco wants something from you. You can't just get it for free. You don't get it for free.
You pay them for goods and services.
So you jerk Costco
But their
off.
goods and services are adequately priced.
All right.
And they pay their
But you're still
well.
jerking Costco off for these adequately priced jerk-off things. And I was going to say that, but you shot yourself in the foot. I was going to, and I'm going to get cold bathwater tonight. I was going to say that Slaughterhouse-Five, Kurt Vonnegut's just like the weird little guy that's like, yeah, I'm getting fucked in the butt every night. I hate it here. This place sucks. Everything sucks. Sometimes I kind of fantasize about when I was a kid, or I fantasize about going to Germany that one time. It got bombed, but I was thinking about the time. I kind of fantasize a lot about my history as I'm constantly getting fucked in the butt. And I'd be like, I don't want to hang out with that guy. I want to hang out with Costco. But you did make
that's
it.
a kindred spirit.
It's a kindred spirit. Because so Kurt Vonnegut is not like jerk me off, but Costco's like, do you want the hot dog? Do you want the glasses? Do you want the stuff? And Costco's going to say jerk me off. So in my mind, I think you just lost in my prison scenario. Wait. Costco wants a hand job.
In your completely made-up scenario?
Yep, and Kurt Vonnegut isn't asking for a hand job. He just wants to bitch to you is all Kurt Vonnegut wants to do.
He just wants to get angry and be like, imagine the world if it didn't have that stuff. If it didn't have me getting fucked in the ass.
He's like, Kurt Vonnegut's in his cell. Wouldn't it be nice if I didn't have to get fucked in the butt every night?
Imagine a world without prison rape, if you will.
Imagine, if you will. Dig, if you will.
Yeah.
A la Prince.
And meanwhile, Costco's over on the other side going, no, there's definitely going to be prison raping later. See, so.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the thing is,
No,
Costco
my whole
doesn't.
argument is that Costco would not prison rape.
They would just want a hand job, is all they want. So it's not as
So hand rape.
Wants a hand job.
The hand job isn't as much as in the butt, so it's easier on you as the person working with Costco. But
there is no scenario within which that Costco would end up in the prison. Is my problem.
We're using the prison analogy.
My problem is you think Costco's stopping at hand jobs? Really? Come on. What fantasy world are you living in?
I gotta pee so bad.
Oh, we're taking another break.
Oh, hello. Oh, what is this? You got some kind of goat farm here? Was that the sound of the morning cock? Oh, this is fantastic. Do you grow all of them yourself? Well, look at them. Ah, those goats with their proud biscuits, their playful trotters, and all those graceful withers. You know, since you seem to be someone who appreciates a finely crafted thing, perhaps you'd appreciate the Nuzzle House family of audio podcasts, which you can find at nuzzlehouse.com. That's NUZZLEHOUSE.com. I spelled it out because you look like you might be a boomer. Oh, you can find all sorts of podcasts with great shapes, like Leaves of Glen, where I read to you a lot like how I'm talking to you right now. What the hell is that? Gestating the Curious Mind, where my wife and I make up paranormal smut so you can get wet. And occasionally, we make our own Radio Mystery Theater episodes from the 70s because they stopped making them because it went out of business. Someone's got to keep doing it. Here, why don't you give me your phone, and I'll pull up nuzzlehouse.com so that you can listen on your podcast app. What? Oh, you don't want to listen? What the hell? I'm trying to be nice to... Okay, fine. Go back to your goats. They're the only ones who will ever love you anyways, idiot.
Okay.
We're not in prison with Costco or anything. I mean, come on.
God damn it. Now we're in the final part where these two get to decide who wins. Go ahead. Like two rabid dogs. Get in there. Get nasty. Get wet.
You know, get slap fighty wet.
Get slap fighty wet right now.
Get colonial slap fighty wet. Go ahead, try it. I'm well practiced at this. Well versed.
I've been wet. I've slapped people before. I'm ready.
I've been sopping and slapping since day one.
Anytime you're in like the parking lot of like a Target and some guy comes up to like ask you for money or something, do you immediately crack open a can of like sparkling water and pour it on yourself? I'm ready. I'm ready to fucking slap the shit out of you.
No. You go up to him, you pour water on yourself, and you're like, do you even fucking soft and wet slap fight, bro?
And the guy's
just
like,
leave it
I
at
have no
that.
access to water. I'm poor. You just laugh.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Who won? Oh. Gertie's shaking her head. She doesn't want to. Well, you don't want to answer? Well, you done with the podcast? You done partaking in the podcast?
You don't want to concede? You can just
No.
sail.
I don't concede.
Of course
I
not.
don't concede. This is less about Slaughterhouse-Five, because personally it is one of my favorite books. And it has
Common
more
ground.
to do with our society at large. I feel like Costco on a daily basis touches more lives in this current time period.
Touches
than
lives.
Slaughterhouse-Five.
I see.
I would pressure you to find someone on the street who has read Slaughterhouse-Five.
And if it touched them, if they did read it.
If they read it and it didn't touch them, you should strike them down immediately.
Yeah, get wet. Got to crack open a can of that LaCroix.
Get wet and slap.
Yep.
That's
Slap like the wind.
Elton.
yeah. All right, she wins.
Thank God, because I didn't want to have to deal with her for the rest of the night. She lost. So
It's a hollow win, I gotta be honest.
I know
It's pretty depressing. I just kind of feel depressed.
this is a great show idea, but it's always going to be me pushing for anyone that lives in my house to win, so I can just be
Well,
comfortable.
no, next time I get to judge.
You get the judge.
Because I have the cup.
And she has no mercy.
God.
And I have no mercy.
It's gonna
Do you
be-
think I care about your feelings? That's my husband.
Yeah. See,
I
here we
do
go.
not.
Here we go. Exactly. I know. I was thinking like the next one where I've got to pick out something and we're going to start competing. It's going to be less about me convincing you that my thing is the best thing. It's going to be just me turning to Gertie and be like, please, for the love of God, the thing I picked was better. I just want to eat
Please
tonight.
don't emasculate me in front of everyone who might listen to this podcast.
I don't want to sleep in the garage again.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I'll box
Okay,
her
well,
and ship it out, and then you can have
yeah,
the
ship
cup.
that thing out.
I can't wait to touch that cup.
Oh, she's gonna touch it. She's gonna run her fingers across what Caesar had scrawled into the base, and then probably pee on it because you pee on a lot of things. He had a real hard stream.
He
I
did.
do have a hard stream. I
Julie
am
Caesar also.
very
You'll see
proud.
You'll see where the wood's partially worn away from it. But,
Yeah. Yeah. He liked to piss.
he also had a very good aim. It's the same spot every time. Just so
Oh, consistent.
That's why
Okay,
he was-
well,
that's why he was Caesar.
oh. Well, that was 2 books or anything, 1 cup. Thank you for listening, and who knows when we make another episode? What do we do this? Once a month? Once every 2 weeks?
No, whenever you
I
feel
mean,
like
it's
it, it's fine.
Pretty easy to do. We could
It
do it
is.
all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You can do it weekly, 2 weeks, whatever. It doesn't matter. You got to be loose for
Yeah.
this. You got. It's like
Yeah, we got to be loose. That's the whole thing.
it's like
take
shitty
the stress
jazz
off.
that you don't know how to play.
Yeah.
Just kind of kick out
In a
notes.
free form.
That's it.
2 books, 1 cup. The crap
Sometimes
jazz
it's
of
too
podcast.
soon. Sometimes it's too long,
That's
dude.
Oh,
That's going
so
on the
that's
first
too-
shirt. The crap jazz of podcasting.
And then just a prolapsed anus. Keep it loose,
Just
Daddy-o.
an illustration of a prolapse. Keep it loose, Daddy-o. That's fucking amazing. Oh my God, I'd love to see something. Oh, I'm crying.
You could tie it
I would
back to
love
the
to see
theme.
something.
You could tie it back to the theme and be like, it's something like that.
Yeah, there you go. So, I know, and I love the AI women singing. It
Yeah.
goes like real flat, like it's something like that, and then real flat, something like that. It's just really like flat and weird. And you sent me multiple variations of that, and they all have a really flat something like that. It's hilarious.
No, I know, it's great.
Okay, well, with that, thanks for listening. And who knows when we do this again? Maybe a week. It depends on Gertie.
Maybe later today. You don't know. The listeners have no concept.
No
of time.
concept of
That's
time.
true. We could do a nighttime recording where you and I are both laying in bed with a microphone between us, and as we're talking, we both slowly just start falling asleep while Elton is talking.
About my point, and I can just be like, do I win? I don't understand.
Yeah.
And you can just hear us going.
Yeah.
And you're like, I win! Send me the cup!
I want the
Send
cup.
that cup back.
I want that cup back!
I need to be in its presence again, please. It's
I'm
warm
home
light.
without it.
The smell of people's urine on it.
Oh, that would be so much fun if just over the course of it we go more and more insane because being near the cup is starting to poison our brains.
It's like how they used to talk about being like with Henry VIII.
Yeah.
All the subjects were like, it's like being near the sun. You have to be in his court. You have to be at his parties and his gatherings. It's like being near the sun. Yeah. That's us with the cup.
Yeah. We're all desperate for it. It's like The Ring.
Oh, it's like The Ring.
Yeah.
But also when we don't... So like the next episode can be Elton kind of like a golem.
Yeah.
He's been without the cup for a week.
He's desperate now. He's
I got the
fighting
shakes.
dirty.
He's got the shakes.
Yeah.
He's like, just put the cup next to the microphone. I just want to hear it.
And then I can constantly say, I also quit drinking too, but it's the cup.
It's definitely the cup.
It's the cup.
I'm withdrawing from alcohol and a little bit of Xanax, but it's definitely the cup that's hurting the most. I need that cup. I gotta touch that wood.
It's the cup. Obviously. That's the only thing.
I don't know if this is normal, but I've been eating cigarettes lately.
It's giving me terrible diarrhea.
I need to get that cup.
I need that cup.
The diarrhea coming from the cup. It's that's what it is.
Obviously.
Everyone knows this.
Yeah. It's
Oh.
the lack of the cup.
Maybe that's part of the gift and the curse of getting the cup is that every once in a while when you have diarrhea, the cup on our mantle in our little library just starts overflowing with shit.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, God.
Yeah. It lights up, it glows, and then
feces comes
diarrhea pours
pouring
over
out the sides. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so descriptive.
Thank you. Okay.
We talk about poop a lot.
Yeah, we do. All right. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Okay. We can stop recording now.
Okay. Click.
That was
There
fun.
we go.